Everyone. So my friend Lynn is having a birthday. Hello, Lynn. And she just got herself a puppy. He's a bullmastiff and his name is Samson. And so I thought for her birthday I would have Rich take photographs. He's a very good photographer of Samson, and I would make Lynn a photograph album of her new puppy. So what I did was I had this set. It's just cardboard, and it came with 20 pieces of cardstock in it, and it came with the little hook, the little circle things. And I decided I could make this with hopefully little or no distress. But the first thing that I had to do was use the little eyelets on it. And I wanted to show you how I do that, because it's one of those tools that if you don't have it, you don't know. Oh, I got the wrong color. You don't know if you can necessarily use a crocodile. So I figured I would show you how I use it, and then if it's something you think that you need or want, then maybe you will get it. But I like to make sure you see them and know for yourself if you think it'll work. So I'm really excited about this for a couple of reasons. Firstly, because I wanted to do something special for her, because she's a really good friend and she's always there for me. So I wanted to do something that was really special. When you have a new dog, that isn't the right color. It must be from the other bag. Sorry. You know, when you have a new dog, it's so exciting, and especially when they're a puppy, you want to get pictures of them when they're little. So I thought it'd be fun to do this. And Lynn's one of those people that does everything for everybody else and expects nothing in return. So I like to hopefully do little things for her that, I think that's the right color. What do you think? All in favor of that being the right color? I don't know. It looks lighter. Maybe that's the right color. That seems like it's better. Anyway, so I decided I would make her this album, and when I did it, it made me really happy for another reason, and that is I'm starting to use up some supplies between that calendar, the perpetual birthday calendar. We'll talk about that in a second. Between the perpetual birthday calendar and this, I'm starting to use up some stash. It made me happy. Let me show you this first. Okay, I put it like this. There's a little peg right here, and that is goes on the top, and then the flat surface is on the bottom of your project. There it is in the hole. Okay, we're gonna get it done this time. I'm nothing if not relaxed about doing things. That one is definitely in. I'm gonna make sure that other one is in as well. You can feel when it punches the bottom, you can feel it. It makes kind of I don't know. You can just feel it moving it. Back to my great destashing story. So the papers that I'm using are from this Marcella by K Clove All-in-One scrap pad. It has all kinds of letters, and it's just kind of a cool, manly looking. I don't know why when it's a male dog I feel like I have to do it something manly, but that was my thinking, that I'm going to do it in a manly pattern. And then I bought at the one stamp show that I went to, I bought a bunch of this paper because I was going to cover a tall set of shelves with it. And in the end I didn't, because the pattern was, the pattern is very raised. I don't know if you can see that in the picture, but it's very raised, and I didn't think it would work well. And then the back, or the inside, I have this brown lined paper that's from Stampin' Up. I thought I would explain what I did, and then I'm not going to make you watch a lot of the shenanigans of this, but I thought I would show you the papers and what I did when I did this. So one of the things that I did was, there were 20 pieces of paper, and I thought that a 40-page photo album for a dog was a little excessive, and so I decided what I would do is take 10 of those papers and glue them into making pockets. So every other one, so I'll show you, that's one. You're going to see all the papers I picked too. Every other one is a pocket. So we'll kind of look at the papers together so you know what I'm doing. I chose papers that I thought would look good side by side, and these ones I don't think look as good side by side as I thought they did, so I think I'm going to change that to that one. Anyway, so I made it so that every other page is a pocket, and I plan on, some of these are kind of crazy, I plan on adding embellishments to them, you know, how you would with an album. And I don't want you to have to sit through that either, but I did want to kind of go through it so you saw my plan. I love that zigzaggy paper. I have a thing for chevrons. And then there's this one. It's still a lot of pages. I mean, this is not a little, you know, minuscule album. This has got a lot of paper in it. And that's the last page. So, I might change that out and just make it this brown. Yes, that's what we're going to do. See how easy that was to decide? Here's the one thing about this that just doesn't make me thrilled, and that is that every one of these has the holes in it, and I need those holes, so I'm going to have to handle getting rid of, you know, punching out the holes and doing all that. I don't like doing it, but it's all part of the process. So that's where we stand for now. After I glue everything down and start to do embellishments, then we'll come back. About the book I'm using. It's from 7 Gypsies, and it's a 6x6 ring book cover, but I will tell you the size is not 6x6 necessarily, and everything had to be kind of custom cut. So what I've done now is I found some embellishments. You know, I'm destashing, as I told you. I'm using things that I have, and I'm trying not to buy anything for this project, even though I did buy a couple things. I decided to buy these cool little swivel clasps. I thought maybe I'd stick some on the tags because they were so cool and vintage and industrial looking. And then I bought these corners for on the book because I'm afraid that in the end that my book might be might get too battered, so I'll put those on the covers. And I found all of these really cool hearts, and these are little photo things that I thought what I would do is these are the colors of my project, and so what I thought I would do is color all of them. And so far this is Wild Honey, and this is weathered, the old paper. This is the tumbled glass. These are all distress stains, by the way, sorry. And I'm using one other one. Wild Honey, I already said. Oh yeah, Vintage Photo. And I can't decide yet. I'm just kind of going through them and just dabbing them on and kind of seeing what colors come out of them before I commit to my S that I'm going to put on the front. I want to make sure, for Samson, I want to make sure that my S is really is perfect. I wanted to show you, geez, what I do with it. Jeepers. It's the most important part of the pictures of the dog. I don't know what I did with them. Well, we'll find them. We'll find them, and then I'll show you the dog so you can see that, you know, why it is that I'm going with the color scheme I'm going with, and why that front picture color-wise is important, because he's a very I'm doing the front and the back. Sorry, back to this. I'm doing the fronts and the backs of these just because I wasn't sure which side looked better, so I'm going to try both sides. Anyway, back to the dog. He's a bullmastiff, and he's brindled, which means he's got a couple colors on his face, and I really like this brown, but I can't decide if I like the darker brown or the lighter brown of the Wild Honey. And the green colors, I have another green I wanted to try. Bundled sage and peeled paint. Let's try bundled sage. Woo! Lost something overboard. Ugh, that one's got some gunk on it. I haven't used these in a while, so I don't want to. Whoops! Lost my plastic paper still on that one. Come on. Let's try peeled paint. As I said, I have all kinds of toys, so I'm all on board with trying out all of my All of these things I want to destash. Ooh, I really like this. This is the green. Here we go. Now we've got our green. That's the one. It's green alrighty. I haven't decided what I'm going to edge my papers with for distressing too, so this is kind of giving me some ideas for that as well. I really like that green. It's fun. But I like the brown more, I think, for the S. I don't know. Well, anyway, so my plan is that I'm going to get all of my embellishments ready first and then start gluing things down. We picked up the photos, and so everything is ready to go. Now it's just a matter of finding enough embellishments that I can really make the book look nice and make the embellishments match the book. You know, just make it look cute and fun. And I want to make sure that this is really a nice keepsake for her and her dog. A lot of the steps of doing this album, but unfortunately what happened was I realized I did not have the time to do that. So unfortunately I'm just going to have to walk you through what in the end what I've done. So this is Samson. And my friend Lynn, very good friend. This is her puppy. He's only, I think, 5 months old, but he's a bullmastiff, so he's going to be a big fella. The inside cover, what I did was I decided I would make 4 pockets, and each pocket has, oops, this is an upside down. Each pocket has a paper in that has this tag, pull tag on it that's a Tim Holtz device. Anyway, what I did was I put each one of these has the initial of one of her grandchildren on it, and I thought they're like 9, 10, and 11. I thought what they could do is write their favorite Samson story and stick it in Grandma's book so that she would not only have an album about the dog, but also she would have these handwritten notes from her grandkids. I thought she would really enjoy that, and I know her kids are very creative, so they would really like it. And that did go in really well before, but of course now that I'm on camera I can't get it in, but I'm sure I'll get it in later. I colored some chipboard. I showed you that at the very beginning, and the stickers came with this packet of paper. A lot of these, you know, the words, a lot of them came with the packet of paper. I did a lot of them where I just backed them on paper, and sometimes I offset, then sometimes I used corrugated paper. I like that corrugated paper. And then here is one where I use corrugated paper and stickers, and I mean I did a lot of different things. This one, if you'll remember in the video for the Vagabond, I made this wood look stencil, or not stencil, yeah, embossing folder. Jeepers. This is his name, Samson. I went around the outside of each page with some distress inks. Some of them look better than others, I think. Some of them don't look so great. I don't know. And I think at this point I'm just so tired that everything kind of looks really rough. But Rich did such a great job with the photographs. He's a great photographer. This one I took a piece of burlap and stuck it under. I thought it was kind of cool. And then that is the, oh, there's a little piece of paper. That's it. That's the back cover. So, sorry it's not more of a tutorial, but as I said, it was just, tomorrow's her birthday, and we didn't get the photos until yesterday taken, and then we picked them up today. And then these are the little pull tabs for each of the 4 grandchildren's tabs. So, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial of nothing. I didn't really show you much. Sorry, but I do plan on doing one where I do actually show you something. Those rings that came with this weren't big enough, so I used keychains, and I tied 2 of them together. Oh, and these are also Tim Holtz corners. I thought those were cool, and I thought they would really protect the front of the book. So that's pretty much the book that I made today. Took me the whole day, and I'm tired, but I'm glad it's done. Hope you subscribe. Tell your friends on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, whatever. Just tell them about the channel. Get them over here. We need them to be watching these videos. They need to see this dog book. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.